Hey everybody, so today what I'm going to be doing is unboxing this new Oyster cooler, and these things are expensive. This is $495 for this set, and I couldn't rationalize spending that much money on a cooler, so I reached out to Oyster and they never answered my email. So I had to figure out a different way to actually spend on something like this. So what I did is I went through my garage and I found all of the stuff that I wasn't using, specifically my camping stuff. I actually was able to sell enough junk and I made $525. This looks nice. I had two roto-molded coolers. One I found used for $100. It was a Pelican cooler. I was able to sell it for $175. And I also had a Yeti cooler that spent too much money for, probably close to $300. And I think I sold it for $175 as well. And then we had some, this is nice, and so you pull out this orange container. It doesn't hold anything, it's just kind of that nice look when you open it up. And I also had some pots and pans I had bought from Solo Stove, and we just realized we preferred using cast iron, and so I sold those. This is looking good, can you see that? I hope so. And I had a tent that went in the back of our truck, and I sold that. Anyway, ended up making the last thing I did is I had a set of coins on my desk. Not a set, but a jar of coins that had been sitting there for 5 years. I went and cashed it. That was $50. So altogether, I ended up with that $525, and I was able to buy one of these guilt-free, at least for me. So there we go. We're pulling it out, and it is nice. It has a set of instructions here. It says check before you use. A little sheet there that just making sure you have all of the items inside the box. So yeah, we're gonna make sure it has all that stuff inside of there. All right, so there it is. You pull it out of that nice canvas bag. Gives you a canvas tote, and that's great. I'm glad to see that because I hear that these are easy to dent and scratch up, and so that'd be a great thing for hauling it in the back of the truck. So it's a box within a box. Inside we have the ice packs, I guess you'd call them, the cold packs. And then there's another box down here in the bottom, and I'm assuming that is the two handles, or the strap and the handle. Yep, so there's the handle. And I have been reading reviews that these are easy to dent, and I can see that happening. It is very, very lightweight, but it feels solid as well. There's the strap with a rubber band. I think if Apple was in charge, there would have been like a color coordinated rubber band, but that's all right. Strap for the cooler, and carry it that way. Oh, and there is the universal keys for attaching the two different handles to the side of the cooler. So I'm gonna see about putting the strap on the outside of this cooler, but maybe we should open it up first. Let's try this side. All right. Has a nice, it just feels very hefty, feels very solid, nice and dense, feels very quality. That top is interesting. It's like this hard rubber, but it's not like a plastic because there's some give to it. It feels slightly spongy, but not like a sponge. And so it's just nice, dense, that's got a little bit of give to it, and just a nice interior. So like some reviewers are saying it's basically the same as a Stanley Cup. This is something my daughter got me for my birthday last year. And you know, these are very well made and keep beverages hot or cold depending on what you put in there to begin with. These are made on the same principle. Maybe the $500 is justifiable when you think that somebody will spend 40 or 50 bucks on one of these. And if you multiply that out, maybe somehow it ends up being justifiable. I'm not sure. Yeah, and so I think the next step is gonna be, we're gonna cover this with stickers, just like it's a cup, because I do hear they dent pretty easily. So we'll go ahead and just kind of give into that. I'm gonna put on one of these keys without looking at the instructions. It's not turning. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to slip this key on here, but I might have to read the instructions because it doesn't feel like it wants to turn. What are we doing wrong? What are we doing wrong? Okay, see how this got this little diagram? It says don't do that, do that. So I'm gonna look at my key and see what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm gonna try sticking it on there without a strap first. Okay, there, turns really nice. Okay, that's easy. Turns, locks in place. All right, now we're gonna do that same motion with it connected on here. Same motion. Nope, it's clear. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I have it, I wouldn't go that way, would it? I had it on backwards. I was assuming that the rounded part goes to the outside. I think I'm wrong. I think the rounded part goes toward the inside. Yep, look at that. So that was a little counterintuitive. I thought that kind of that rough edge would go in, but it doesn't. It goes out. Then we'll come over here, do the same. And where did I put my key? There it is. So I got the rough edge going out. Just give that a little turn. Boom, just like that. And these fit neatly in the bottom. These kind of have a nice little rubber texture, easy to grip. Fit perfectly in the bottom. Put the top. Anybody see where I put the top of this? There it is. Put it back in the box. There you go. Ready to go camping. Like I said, didn't cost me a thing. I just got rid of junk in my garage. I guess it did cost me that, but it cost me the time and putting it on Facebook Marketplace. But I'm happy, and maybe we'll make a video some point in the future talking more about it. Thanks for watching.